What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Fantasy Tomorrow. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 running back battles to keep an eye on as the preseason continues and leading up to the regular season. And while we're not going to be able to touch on every single team and every single battle that's going on in camp right now, we're going to talk about just those 5 that are the most intriguing to us. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Number 5, the Miami Dolphins. Myles Gaskin going up against Malcolm Brown. Now, this battle wasn't getting much attention until the Dolphins played their first preseason game. But in that game, Brown saw 10 touches to Gaskin's 5. While that in itself isn't super telling, what is that Brown was the Dolphins' first running back on the field in the game, which could be telling us that Malcolm Brown is currently the Dolphins' running back 1 instead of Myles Gaskin. This is definitely a battle to keep an eye on as the preseason progresses, especially since Gaskin is going as a low-end running back 2 in drafts, and he may not have the firm hold on the starting job that many of us have assumed that he has. Number 4, the New York Jets. Michael Carter going up against Tevin Coleman. Right now, Carter has all of the hype going into drafts, but the Jets seem to have Coleman as the presumptive starter. While Coleman didn't play in the first preseason game due to personal reasons, he will likely start the season as seeing the most snaps as the team's go-to running back, unless Carter can make up some serious ground. And with Ty Johnson and LaMichael Perrine also on the roster, this running back group is going to be a bit messy and definitely is one to keep an eye on. And if you decide to draft Carter, don't expect him to produce immediately. Signs are pointing for it to take some time for him to see a meaningful workload. Number 3, the Denver Broncos. Melvin Gordon going up against Javonte Williams. During the Broncos' first preseason game, Gordon sat out due to a minor groin injury, and Williams split carries with Royce Freeman with the first team offense. Williams has all of the hype going into the season, and while it may take a few games for this to happen, it wouldn't be surprising to see a Williams eventually surpass Gordon on the depth chart and get more of the meaningful touches in games. But keep an eye on the upcoming preseason game to see how the situation develops. Number 2, the Jacksonville Jaguars. James Robinson versus Travis Etienne. Many drafters find themselves picking sides when it comes to these two, with half seeing Robinson's proven production last year as the reason to draft him, and the other half seeing Etienne's talent as the first-round draft pick in the NFL draft as a clear sign that he's going to run away with the job once he's given a chance. Unfortunately, it's going to be difficult to predict how this backfield will play out, with Carlos Hyde also knocking on the door for touches. We may not know which way Urban Meyer is leaning until week 1, and even past then, this backfield could very well see a hot hand approach, with whoever's running the best seeing the most touches during a given game or during even a given drive. Now, number 1, the San Francisco 49ers. Raheem Mostert versus Trey Sermon. Now, the 49ers want to have the best running game in the NFL, and will very likely have at least a top 5 running game. So whoever ends up being the lead back on this team is going to have an easy path to some huge weeks. During the 49ers' first preseason game, Mostert sat out, while Sermon got plenty of run with the first team, and he played okay. At the moment, it seems that the 49ers see Mostert as their running back 1. But keep an eye on this one, because the 49ers always tend to use multiple running backs during the season. And with Mostert's bad injury history, it's easy to see a path to production for Sermon. Alright, so here are where all of these guys stack up in my rankings. But expect these rankings to jump around a little bit as we get more and more information during the preseason. And also, keep an eye on how these backfields break down in Tampa Bay, in New England, Arizona, Las Vegas, Houston, and Buffalo, as there are plenty of question marks around all of these teams. But guys, please subscribe for more league-winning fantasy info, and please drop us a like and a comment to interact with us, ask us questions, so we can give you that specific fantasy advice that you might need. And also, go check us out on Twitter and on Facebook, and same thing, ask us questions over there, and we will get back to you. But guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.